XS Junior League Soccer is a simulation style football game that was released for the PlayStation in 2004 and was developed by Wahoo Studios and published by XS Games, and it is part of a series of games under what's called the Junior League. So you had different variations from like the basketball and other iterations of the games that were being developed at that time. Now these games are more kid focused, as it tries to focus playing more, instead of your more mainstream soccer games, you play as like kids or teenagers, like playing out in the streets and playing on different types of environments. And even though it tries to state that it's simulation focused, it is more of an arcade type game in all respects to it. And this here game now would be more of a low quality, low budget type of title, and it can be seen in the gameplay. Although it does have some unique elements and it does have some nice visuals in terms of the cartoony elements that's presented within the game, but unfortunately the game isn't as executed as well compared to the more mainstream types of soccer games that you would see on the PlayStation, as the play style can be quite slow and clunky, and in all honesty the computer AI elements of the game is quite poor. Although now, from having played this, and I also played the PlayStation 2 version, the PS1 version I found was the better of the two, as you had some level of control over what was going on and you could actually win games and score goals. But the PlayStation 2 version, the AI was so poor, to a point that not only was it poor, but it was so aggressive that every single time, regardless of the difficulty, as soon as they would get the ball, they would literally just run in a straight line and they just run through you like you weren't even there, and they would stick the ball in the back of the net, and before you even know it, you're 4 or 5-0 down and you have no chance of getting the ball off them, because as soon as you got the ball, they would literally take the ball off you within seconds and they'd run straight down like as if they were running through nearly a brick wall, and they just stick it in the net. In all honesty, I found that the game was just poor and poorly designed in all respects. The PS2 version, although graphically would have been considered to be a lot smoother, just didn't play as well compared to the PS1 version. And even at that, it didn't play much better in all respects. Now it played better than the PS2 version, but compared to other soccer games, it is very slow, it's sluggish, it's clunky, but it does play okay for what it does. But let's just put it this way, for an absolute beginner coming into this, you will have your work cut out for you, because you will struggle with this, as the actual quality and play style and the controls wouldn't be up to scratch compared to your more mainstream soccer games. But then again, that's not what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be more of a low-key type of game, and it does have some quirky and unique features, although it doesn't have the vast array of options that are available compared to the likes of your bigger budget games. So I suppose in its own respects, what it tries to do, it does it well to some degree, but I found between the two versions, the PlayStation 1 version was definitely the better version of the game to play. But it really just depends on your own preferences if this is something that you're into or not. And for most people, you probably wouldn't be. It probably might be best to avoid it if that's the case. But I suppose in most respects, for people out there, they'll want to try something different anyway, and it is worth a try just for that alone. But it won't be for everybody. But I would love to know your thoughts on XS Junior League Soccer for the PlayStation, and what do you think of it? Do you like these type of soccer games, or did you find this to be quite cumbersome and clunky? I'd love to know your thoughts on this game, so be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content about other types of soccer games also seen on the PlayStation, you can check out the playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And as always, keep those gaming memories alive.